Hi everyone, welcome back to this week weekly market update. It's an exciting week on last Friday, especially on last week itself. Main reason, if let's say you have been following my YouTube, you have been following my Facebook page, or even Telegram group, or you have been following me, you should know that why it's so exciting. Hopefully, you guys have been entered into the particular secret counter stocks, which I have reviewed previously on last week itself. And these secret stocks, which I have mentioned, right, is almost like 2 to 3 weeks ago, before the surge up to 33% on last Friday closing. And I reiterate or I remind you guys again to do dollar cost averaging since the start when I introduced the secret counter. All right. So this counter is none other than uh, the C3.ai shares, right? Which I mentioned and I also shared in my Facebook page for this particular counter. And I also tell you guys where is the price for you to do your DCA dollar cost averaging. And uh, for since the start of I introduced this counter itself, the price did went to 22, 20, these two range for you to pick it up. All right, you have 3 weeks before it actually shoot up. All right, so since I mentioned on these shares, no one will buy any price above 28, right, or even 22 or 23, right? So if you miss this boat, then I don't know what to say, because in trading or investing, sometimes you need to capture some big fish. All right, so it's like a jackpot for you to ride, and that's it for your this year of trading, and you are done, right? So if you miss this boat, I don't know what to say. Just continue to follow me closely. Hopefully, I can find another counter to share with you guys subsequently going forward. All right, so let's talk about what happened on last Friday itself before we go into more in depth. So last Friday, we know that market, I mean, from negative to positive, right, after weeks before that. So most of the index actually closed in the positive range. I think it's quite a bullish run. Three of them is above 1.5% or 1% and above. As you can see for Dow, S&P, and Nasdaq. So for this week itself, not just the stock, there's also one counter which I shared last week itself. If you have looked at my Facebook, correct? If you have looked at my Facebook, you should see one counter which I have shared. Is actually the oil itself, right? WTI crude oil, or whichever Brent oil or crude oil. I did mention in my Telegram group as well. Oil have up 2 consecutive day. Anyone entered on Monday followed the oil chart shared previously, even in the Telegram group. Alright, so and on Friday itself, it closed the week high. So I'm not sure did anyone enter into it. If no, I don't know what you guys are waiting for, unless you really want that spoon feed. This is considered spoon feed already, alright? This is considered spoon feed already. So if you want more, meaning to say that you are not good in trading, your risk management isn't that well, or you already lose confidence in trading, you have to slowly pick it up. Sooner or later, maybe this month or next month, I'm coming out some video to boost your confidence in trading. Hopefully, you guys will come back to do a more proper managed blended trading in your for this year of 2023. All right, we only entered into the third month for 2023. All right, so let's see what happened itself. This is mainly due to the U10 years U Treasury has actually dropped more than 4%. When the U dropped, usually is the equity side will actually burst, right? It's the vice versa. So that is what make the markets to be so bullish on last Friday itself. All right. Not only on that, I think there's a couple of individual stocks as well. Mainly fall into C3.ai, right? Due to the earnings, and they also give good guidance that their revenue is way better and they are projecting more for the next quarter itself. And also for Meta shares, it gained more than 5% mainly because some price drop on the headset. Apple is because of the Morgan Stanley top pick rating. But one thing to take note is this Costco wholesales. All right, they actually dropped because of the retail shares dropped 3.4% because of the earnings miss. All right, earning miss. Okay, so for next week, things to watch out for. We go into the heavy economy data. So it's like a non-farm payroll, unemployment rate, which is the heavy week of the month itself. All right, and this will actually is very crucial as we know that for the last 2 weeks, or the US CPI, the personal expenditure PCE, I can't remember, all is way above the expectation. This actually is not a good sign for the rates to be slowed down in the pace, right? So these two rates that come out on Friday itself, non-farm payroll and unemployment rate, is very crucial. All right, as you can see that what is the previous and the forecast, they have previously is actually at 570,000. So this time they forecast 200,000. Anything beyond or even way beyond the previous month, which is 517, this will cause the market to tumble down. All right, I mean by right at the high side is a good data, but right now good is bad, right? Because the rate sensitivity is actually based on the news of this data report. All right, so I don't think that you will go above 517. I think it's most likely hitting the forecast. Or below will actually boost the market. All right, will make the market go even higher by itself. So this data is very important on next week. All right, so let's go into the chart itself. So firstly, this is S&P 500 as we can see on last week, right? The week before is a red bearish candle, but we don't write it off yet, right? If you have been following what I have been saying on even Nasdaq or Tesla, I mean on Dow Jones, we cannot return it off as a return off the bullish, because remember I said this. This happened to the tree chart. All right, so this is the crucial point. We can't say it's actually a down unless it break below the resistance. I mean the support of this line, right? So right now it actually bounced back. Of course, we are still back to the game of 4,000. I think it's 4,003. In order to see the bullish continue, right? 4,002, which is the 50%. All right, right above the 50% Fibo, we will see it may continue. So, what about Nasdaq? Let's take a look at Nasdaq itself. So for Nasdaq, this is what I said previously, right? Break and close below 12,000. Okay, so that's the week before, right? On the this is 12 Feb, so I say it here. Break and close below the 12,000 may see more downside. But the following week, or we can zoom into the day itself, all right, it's trying to hovering. It's between 12,000, but on Friday it kept up above 12,000. That is the first warning sign you must take note of, because that is, if let's say you have shorted, right, where is your stop loss? You need to know, right? So over here, this is what I said. If let's say it go above 13,000, which is the 50% Fibo, 38.2% Fibo, 13,000, then the bullish may continue. Otherwise, this is the first immediate resistance we are looking at around 12,400, which is quite close in the range itself. So right now we don't have any clear signal whether it's up or down at the moment. So by all means, I mean you won't every time get the best. The moment you see the chart, you get the best signal to do your action on it, right? Find other thing else. So let me share with you what I have found on the US oil itself. So on the US oil, right, you can see this is what I shared on 25th Feb, gentlemen. It's just last week. Maintain my view. That means it's the upside. Buyers more on the upside with 67 as the main support level. All right. So this is the day 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Let's zoom in a bit. I actually remind on the 28th of Feb. Let's take a look. 28th of Feb is somewhere on the Tuesday. All right. Even if you buy at the all-time high, is at 77. Right now it's close 79, almost $2. All right. So if you grab in between, you should be riding this. All right. So I am bullish on oil at the moment. All right. Upside, my view remain. If you wanted if you didn't enter previously, any pullback for you is too long. All right, any pullback for you is too long. So I'm going to just do a simple write up. So today is on the 5th of March. Any pullback is the chance for you to go buy, which is the long. Alright, so I just write a simple comment to remind you and to show you guys as well. Remind me and remind you, alright? So take an action when it is ready pull back. Okay, so that is for oil. Let's go to my favorite counter 3C.ai. Don't ask me, can I buy in? Can I still buy in? I have prepared this on, let's take a look, gentlemen. Let's take a look on the 12th Feb. Alright, on the 12th Feb. Where is 12th Feb? I wrote this whole wrong thing. On the 12th Feb, which is this candle. By then, the price is only $23. When it go down to almost 21, did it touch 20? Yes, 50%, it touches $20. Alright, on that week itself. I mean, on last week itself. Okay, let's take a look. So, if you are afraid that it drop after a big bullish, right? Yes, I'm aiming 18, but did I manage to catch her? I did mention I am into C3. Alright, on the first announcement of 12 Feb, I did my average, I did pick up as well. So this burst, I think, is good earning and good earning guidance going forward. And of course, we can say it's the hype of ChatGPT. We can say it's the hype of AI, which actually make it. But ultimately, stocks to run up, you need buyer, right? You need people to pour in the cash. Yes, you may see some rating on some banks saying that, oh, this is not good fundamentally, wise is not good, it's still burning a cash company, it's still losing money. Come on, guys, which tech company didn't go through this phase? All right, even for like, we can see perhaps for like Tesla. Alright, they might be also burning. Even for like Neo, it's also burning. But how high did they go? Alright, from few dollar all the way to $60. That is the power of the change of the trend industry. It's always forward looking, forward pricing. If you think AI is the next industry to go in, it's just like EV is the next industry to go in. What is the play out possibility? Is huge. Alright, and that is why I remind every one of these. If Microsoft is going to invest 10 billion or have already invested 10 billion in ChatGPT or this AI transformations industry. Alright, so what is the chances for you to gain if you are only a small retail trader, right? Right on the big boys playing book. Alright, so that is my fantastic counter. Am I still holding? I'm still holding. Where is my first target? I have mentioned. Alright, go and see my previous video. Hopefully it come to my level. I will be more than happy. It's a one-time flow, alright, one-time flip for me. So yes, I'm continue to hold and perhaps looking for some good price to re-enter again. Alright, next one last counter today just to go on is actually is Chargepoint. Alright, so Chargepoint earning wise may not be that fantastic. Alright, earning wise may not be that fantastic. Alright, the revenue actually dropped. Earnings, it gap down, close above the gap. Alright, so the buying momentum is still there, the strength is still there. Yes, ultimately we are on the breakout downside. It's not like the C3 AI, whereby after the downside it break above doing a pullback. Okay, this is the difference. This is still at the bottom fish. So a lot of it's more unclear path than the C3I, and that's why I write as a secret counter, right? Okay, so for chart point, I will be loading, even though I'm not holding it yet. I'm looking to load it up. Of course, my stop loss will be this bottom, $8.21 final cut. If there is any chance for me to load it, I will load it and I will cut at $8 or $8.21. Alright, so that is my call for Chargepoint, and that is my sharing for this week. Really outlook. So sorry, just start. Okay, mainly it's because I don't want to go through too many. Because I have shared some few counter which is the US oil, which is the C3I. I'm holding these two at the moment. I'm gaining good profit with me at the moment, and there might be plenty of counter. Uh, if you guys need any assistance, need any uh, you know sharing of your thoughts, feel free to write into me. Or if you guys have bought into C3I and is enjoying the benefit at the moment, feel free to share me some of your hard work, your payoff, just like how I shared previously. So all these guys, their percentage 14%, 5%, or even a negative 4%, they have shared with me again, and I think they are gaining a good reward. Like for example, up 20% or 19% or more than that. So I will be sharing the icon, I mean this sticker again, or this 33,000 is sharing. I think he actually do average in between, and he have a good run for last week itself. All right, so that is my sharing for this week. Thanks for joining. We'll be coming out some courses after that as well. So remember to stay tuned, share and like. Please do follow me as well. Thank you very much, everyone. Enjoy your weekend. Bye bye.